Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Kumar. In this video, I will be demonstrating my multi-tenant Saas application built using Django REST framework and React with Vite for the front end. I will walk through the architecture, explain how multi-tenancy is implemented, and then give you a live demo including tenant registration, authentication, user management, project management, and task workflows. Let me start with the architecture of this multi-tenant SaaS application. Yeah, coming to the system architecture, this is the high-level architecture diagram. Now let me start with the client layer. Here in the web browser, when they log in with the credentials, either can be admin or a user, all these pages will be loaded and they can be send the request to the backend via they send the request through this Axios HTTP client with JWT in headers, Java web tokens. When the request is sent to the backend Django REST framework, course handler. Course handler is nothing but cross-origin resource source activity, and there can be JWT authentication, tenant isolation, and audit logging. Here we implemented nearly 19 API endpoints like auth and tenants registration, tenant management, users, and as well the projects as well as tasks. SQL queries. SQLite is built in with Django, so it will be used in local development. And for this Docker application, we have shifted to PostgreSQL. And this is the architecture of my front-end architecture of my multi-tenant SaaS application. Uh, Here, Axios.js plays a key role because it is the responsible for sending requests from front-end to backend using the port number 5000. Let me show you. Yeah, this is the API endpoint where we'll be sending from front end to back end. And for the in the authentication module, we have login.jsx file and the registration, tenant registration, or next components, navbar component, protected root JSX, and Kanban board. Kanban board is nothing but we can Kanban mode can be used to easily modify the progress of the task or the project. There are different pages and pages for the projects as well as the tasks as well as the users. Coming to the backend architecture, we have implemented using Django. Here core is our project name. This is the main project where the URLs and are connected. And in that core, we have different apps called accounts, tenants, projects, tasks, audit logs, all these things. This is the data flow diagram. When the client registers, the post request or login will be sent to the backend and validate credentials. We will be showing a web token, and it will be stored. And API request was plus JWT header is always sent every time request coming, and validate JWT, and we will fetch the exact data and return it. Yeah, here is some more clarity about our architecture. When the client sends a post request, example for login, API endpoints validates the credentials and issues the JWT token. This is our API endpoint summary for authentication, tenants, and users, projects as well as tasks. And coming to the tech stack, I have used Django REST frame for the backend, JWT authentication using simple JWT, role-based access control for tenant, admin, and users. Here, role-based access plays a key role in this multi-tenant SaaS application. On the front end, I have used React with Vite and Axios for API call, Context API for authentication state. Now authentication and multi-tenancy flow explained. Yeah, let me make a live demo how to register a tenant in our multi-tenant SaaS application. As the Docker container is already running in the background, we don't need to run the again server of front end and back end again. Just to have to type local host. For this development purpose, we have using local host. But if once in production state, we need to deploy in cloud like Vercel or Google or GCP. I think previous login has been there. Let me log out it. Yeah, I have created an demo admin. Okay, I have given wrong password. Yeah, here is the data of our demo admin. Here we can check all the details like projects, assigning users, adding creation of users, nothing but adding new users in this demo admin. I mean this tenant, and we can manage projects. These are some demo projects. Let me create an example project. Let me create an ML model. This is the project title, and about the description, create a ML model for email classification. This is the demo project, so creating a demo project. Save. The project has been saved. We can view it. This is our Kanban board. Let me create a task for our project. Task title. Designing. Yeah, in software development life cycle, there are 7 different life cycles, 7 different steps. For example, for our ML project, we have to make the design. Create here. Let me make it. There are different users in our admin demo. Let me add this project to Praveen Kumar. Medium task priority with this medium. Let me make it today. Create. Yeah, the task has been created. This is nothing but the Kanban board. Here we can simply drag and drop the project task, making it easier to so much, or we can do manually by edit our task. Yeah, yeah, just now we have created the ML model and the status active. Now we have assigned this project to the Praveen Kumar, and let me log out from this demo admin and try to log in with the credentials of Praveen. Yeah, just now I created the task to Praveen with designing, and you may think why all these projects are visible to the Praveen Kumar, because in a company the projects has to be visible to all these users. So that's why here in our demo subdomain, these are the projects actually working, and with the credentials of Praveen Kumar, we have assigned the task to Praveen Kumar using tenant admin demo admin demo at the rate of mail.com. So that's it. Just now I created a project and assigned it to the Praveen Kumar. If you want to register for an register your tenant, I mean your organization in our multi-tenant SaaS application. So for example, let me create an sample Infosys organization info Infosys admin. Yeah, register for the Infosys company. Yeah, we have successfully registered for the Infosys company. Let me log in with the details of here. Tenant subdomain means nothing but your in within your organization you can there will be different subdomains. So for that we have made this tenant subdomain. Yeah. Just now I created the Infosys admin and there are nothing projects just now created. Let me check in the super admin. Here super admin it can access all its tenants admins. I mean all the tenants. I mean all the organizations. Super admin means nothing but here the one who made this application. Let me log out it. Login in again. Yeah, using Django administration, I'm logging as a super admin users. Yeah, it is working. Just now I created this Infosys company with his email Infosys at the rate of email. Yeah, this is the name of tenant and the role of the user and its full name. This is a demonstration of user login and new tenant registration. Now let me log in with the admin details of demo company. Yeah, these are the dashboard and login. After the login, the user is redirected to the dashboard. The dashboard shows the total project, total task, and the recent projects, all these things. The UI changes dynamically based on the user role. I mean, if we log in with the tenant admin, it will be showing all the projects and we can show manage projects. If we log in with the user details within the tenant, it will show just the projects. It cannot be viewed, it cannot be edited, or it cannot be deleted. It's only view purpose. And here is a different managements like dashboard, I mean projects, different users within the tenant, all these things. Oh, I want to walk through the code of my application. In the code base, tenant isolation is enforced by always filtering queries using request.user.tenant. JWT authentication is handled using middleware and Axios interceptors. On the front-end authentication, state is managed using React context. Yeah, let me show context. This is our auth context. After all the checking all the credentials, You can read the page is redirected to the dashboard. To summarize, this project demonstrates a complete multi-tenant SaaS application with secure authentication, role-based access control, and strict tenant isolation. Thank you for watching. The GitHub repository and YouTube link are included in the README. Okay, thank you.